So, Dad, tell us about how, like you were talking about, some things that you thought was going to happen and didn't happen in reference to our community, political. Without naming, we're not going to name any presidents or any political figures. We're just going to talk about promises made but not kept within our communities that we could see.
Hey man, you can't see none. I often tell my sister now that we be talking sometime, and I'll tell them that hey, whatever they do, it ain't gonna do us no good, you know. And it's working out. It work out like that. I don't know.
And they is who, like the politicians or
the politicians.
People in the communities?
Yeah, the politicians, man. You know, you break your neck to go vote. And from the time I was a little guy, I ain't seen nothing change, not happen. You know, and I just say some people got it, some people don't. By the time they put your mind on one thing, their mind on another, about how to whoop you to keep your mind on the same doggone thing, and they get something else, some dirt else someplace else. You know, I'm trying to say that a lot of it is just talk, man. You know. So
So what's one thing that you can remember, you know, from your youth until now, that you heard somebody or one of the people in the community, be it politicians or local folks, say, hey, you know what, we're gonna fix the roads for you, and we're gonna bring, you know, jobs to your community. Or even when you was younger, what's something that they promised that you heard when you were younger back in the 50s and 60s that you knew would affect you in your community, your household? That
the same thing you're talking about right now. For once, fix the highway. It was like that then. Mm-hmm. You know, whoever he is supposed to check the highways and stuff like that and keep them fixed. He's not doing it. You know, I know back in the days, you look down the street and there'd be a bunch of guys coming up with dump trucks and tar wagons and stuff, sweeping out holes, fixing them and stuff. And it stayed there, you know.
The hole was fixed. It stayed fixed.
Yeah.
It didn't go back again 2 weeks later.
Yeah, right. It stayed up. So I'm saying that they ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? It's all that talk to get in there, and after that, they disappear. You know.
And I think they call it like the broken glass or the pothole. Let's say the pothole. What could we call it? The pothole scenario, where you get the pothole, you hit it for like a month or 2, 3 months, 4 months, and then lo and behold, they filled it. But then again, you drive over for a few weeks and the hole is back.
Yeah.
And bigger.
That's right. You know what? If they did it with tar and gravel, and instead of putting a hot patch on there, it would last longer. Mm-hmm. You know, that hot patch ain't doing nothing but them trucks and cars knocking that stuff right back out of there. I guess the hot patch must be where you're getting it cheaper, man. It must be a cheaper grade of stuff. You know, but I know if you put rocks, big chunks of rocks in there, big grabber, number 3 grabbers, number 2 gravel in there, and then you spray it, and you put that number 2 gravel in there, and you come back and spray it again, and then you take the number 3 gravel, number 3, the chat, that's what it is, the gravel, the chat, and put it over there, and somebody run over there and pack it. Trust me, it will be there. You know, but that little hot pack they got going on now, all that money, they don't take half of the money to buy that stuff right there. They go out here and hot pack. And whoever doing that, man, they be bumped all up in the street. They don't try to smooth it down with nothing, like a roller or something, you know what I mean? They just throw it down there like with a shovel, roll across the wheel, truck and gone. 2 or 3 weeks, they'll hold it back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what Dad is talking about, right? He's talking about how to do it right versus how to half do it. But what we're really talking about is the commitment of those entrusted in taking care of our communities, where the true effort is not put there, and getting quality, what you call ingredients, right? Quality ingredients to make sure that it lasts long, right? So, and what we're talking about is how society has matured into individuality. Okay. Like people individually want to take care of themselves, right? And by them taking care of themselves, and now once they get into the political and the government, and they're individualized. So when they get elected or they win the job or however they get into office, they're thinking about individual goals instead of the community goals.
That's right.
So I get the high quality ingredients, but you get the lowest bidder ingredients.
Right. And don't care if I get that or not. You know, it's something, man, how we be treated now. They're building houses for $1,500 a month, affordable houses.
And that's rent. You talking about?
Yeah, I'm just talking about rent.
Okay.
But they said they're affordable. You know, who can pay $1,500? I can't even dream of paying $1,500 for rent a month, man. You know, and you got to eat your water and your stuff like that, man. Your power bill and stuff like that, and affordable housing. I mean. If a man didn't pick cotton all his life, what do he do? How you gonna get it? I mean, retire with what? You know, your what you got that?
401k?
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
A lot of folks though, and you're dead. Man. It's not just people born in the 30s, 40s, 50s, or in certain communities that don't know what that is. A lot of people like born recently and they got jobs or different things, and they like, what is that?
Yeah.
Because it's not taught in the schools, for one.
Just like I am talking trash about some book being in the library. Hey, man, let that book be in there. That ain't gonna make that man that break him. Whoever he is, whoever want to read it, let him pick it up and read it. You know, they focusing on some book, and people going hungry, and people getting richer. You know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. People getting richer, man, so when they come saying who you gonna vote for and this and that, and vote for the best talking man, I guess.
So does that go into what you said about they'll say one thing, but they have something else going on?
Yeah.
They want to keep you focused on something. Distracted. They want to keep you distracted on something.
Yes, sir.
While they're getting richer.
Yes, sir.
And we're getting poorer.
Yes, sir. And by the time they get caught up with it, they ain't got all the money or whatever they spend.
They'll drain to dry.
Yeah.
By the time you figure it out,
right.
It's too late.
That's right. Then for instance, say, they got this education lottery, man. And lottery, and they talking about giving them school supply. They begging for school supply.
And I know for a fact, one of the pitches that South Carolina used, and I was in the military, the one thing that they used was education.
Yeah.
They bring the lottery to South Carolina because it's going to help education.
Yeah.
That was the biggest part of their pitch.
Yeah.
And right now, it's No Child Left Behind. Right now is you can be graduating and still on a 5th grade reading level or mathematic level, right? And it's a thing to where's the quality from the promises of taking care of, but not delivered.
Right.
Who's getting the money?
And then we can't even say nothing. Just remember, man. Just remember, as the people we helped and stuff, the meals we helped it, and they didn't have the machine to do it. They had a machine to do it, and picking cotton for people. You know that help make clothes and things and stuff. You know, and we can't right now. We can't say, well, we pick cotton for 30 years, and we ain't got nothing to draw, no Social Security, nothing to draw. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody benefited.
Yeah. So of course they did.
So okay, Dad, I'm gonna give that back to you. But let's say what happened. Cotton was picked.
Yeah.
So not only would and anybody can comment on this. Please comment on it. And if you got more information, please share it in the comments. So think about back then, and we talking about the 50s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
So say you were on a sharecropping place, picking cotton, fruit, whatever it was. So you didn't make much, $1 a week or whatever you got,
right.
$2 or a few dollars a week. Now think about what you got, and then think about big industry got the owner of that farm. They was beating them too,
right?
Because they was getting a discount off the dumb farmer,
right?
That didn't really know the value that they was going to get from the cotton.
That's right.
So guess what? Now hold up, and then the government got the taxes from it. Hold up. And then the people, the farmer, the business, the government bought land and properties. And you say what happened to it? Guess what? Half of downtown Greenville built on that. Mm-hmm. So that guy that had the farm, or those group of people who had the farm, get slave labor, they bought property.
Yeah.
And then they held it. They taught their kids how to do it. And then they sold that property for millions of dollars per acre or whatever.
Yeah, probably.
And leased it out. And it's the gift that keeps on giving based off your hard labor when you was 11, 12 picking cotton.
Right.
So it continues to give. So now, and I'm running my mouth, but let me say this. People like us that want reparations, it is nothing that can equate to the value per person of what that reparation would be for the individual.
That's right.
It's like you couldn't even imagine the number.
Wow.
So anybody saying the number, they're not even close. Hey. Why do I say that, Dad? This happened 400 years ago that the slavery was. And then not only that slavery, when that ended, it was modern slavery of the sharecropper or slave labor.
Right.
And then, man, we can keep going now. And then today, guess what it is equated to? The education system has dumbed us down to the point it's slavery over again because no child left behind.
Right.
So you ain't even having the smarts to understand the system. And I'm talking about the business system and making sure you're good and your generations are good. And then I'll say, the internet has made it to where you don't even need to know because you want it right now.
Right. That's right.
Why do I need to go to college when I can have fun right now and do everything I'm doing right now to show myself approved to the people on these platforms?
Right, man.
I know it was a little rant, everybody, but much love.
Yeah. Hey, man, and I'm telling you, that's bad. But the people done did that. But people done went and worked their finger to the bone and crawled their kneecaps off and stuff, picking cotton all day long from sun up to sundown, and can't get nothing going. They can't even get the money to pay for a month's rent. You know what I mean? Hey, it's sad but it's true, and just like I say, man, I would love to ask somebody about what could some of the big timers that's up there. Hey, what could I do to give me a little something going? You know what I'm saying?
Like what? Get what going? Like a business or what you talking about?
Yeah, something. Yeah, to live better. Yeah, something to have a. At my age, I would love to be working on a job, bringing home a check every week, man. Every month, every 2 months or something. I mean, every 2 weeks or something. And I'm the kind of guy that it was bred and born in me. You ain't got to pay me that much to make me check look good when I get it.
Yeah, right. Give me decent. Treat you decently, but that's not it. Hey, nobody wants decent treatment. Why? Because it's profit.
This day, I got 2 slick tires on my car. I got tape on my steering wheel. You know what I mean? Hey, but guess what though? I got me a ride, man. And from A to B, I can get there and come back, man. But it's still, it's just like it was when I was coming up, man. To me, you can't get nothing. If you ain't got no education, you can't get nothing. You know, it's a scandal and a shame that when a young person is coming up, people keep him out of school. You know, I keep going back to that, man, because that's the key. If you can't read things and math and stuff like that,
yeah.
man, I'm telling you.
So let me ask you this, then. Let me ask you this while you're thinking about that, Dad. So, man, I wonder now, this is me just pulling it out the air. I wonder that, so society said in the beginning, get educated.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to put money, we're going to devote this country to education, get everybody, you'll be able to have a vocation, you'll be able to, change and mature with the country, with the government, and we're going to make sure that our local government folks and our national on the same sheet of music to make sure you get educated.
Right.
But then it seemed that it flipped to where profit became more important than education. So if I take the people backwards I'm just saying to the beginning of time, right?
Yeah.
Inventing the wheel. So if I take the people backwards, and then I use the power I have to keep the people poorly educated, but keep the people educated to reign over the poorly educated folks.
Right.
And then, hey, that's a gift that's going to keep on giving with profit. Why?
Right,
because
man.
you're not going to know how to escape.
That's right. Right. Without educating, how can you know?
And the only thing you're going to know how to do, hey, I got good work ethic.
Yeah, right.
Just give me a decent check.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I know ain't no escape from my situation.
They say, hey, Lee, go in there and somebody come there and buy something. I'm running the cash register.
Mm-hmm.
You don't never want me to run the cash register. Hey,
you going to mess it up.
I'm going to mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
So when I go, I have to say in the front of everybody that I don't know anything about computers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just kind of joke around with it to get me crossed, that, hey, they didn't have that kind of stuff when I was going to school, man.
Mm-hmm.
They had them, see those key jump up on them with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do like that. I do that right now.
Yeah. So, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying that coming up in life for me have been totally chaos. You know what I wanted to say, but it really has.
It's been totally BS, based on the system, the promises given.
Right. It ain't there, it never will be.
By those in charge, right?
And it's almost too late, yeah.
So do you think that it's becoming acceptable to not be educated? So let me say, it used to be faddish, and the thing to do, everybody wanted to go to college. That was the whole message, right? Right. So for you, it was like everybody need to go to school, just basic school. Yeah. Then it matured into, hey, everybody need to go to college.
Right.
Hey, mama's gonna give up all her money, throw it in the basket. Dad, your cousin, your family to get you to college.
Yeah.
Right. But now it seems that go to college for what? Right? Yeah. It doesn't seem like it's that group effort to go to college in this society as a whole.
And jobs are leaving. There's all these plans that you got to have an education, diploma or something to get, but they got them jobs leaving.
Yes, sir.
These planting things are closing down, man. You run in there with the smartness you have in Burger King or Turkey Fried Chicken or Turkey Chicken or something and take over, because the dude that's in there, the average guy, and I can't read. Yeah, I'm telling you, the average guy, the older guy in them fast food restaurants cannot read, and I don't think it's nothing to be ashamed of. Me myself, I be trying to get help. These places like free schools and stuff up the street, I need to go and learn something about a computer. Enough to get me a job, and you know what I'm saying, and run a computer, man. Let me say this. I don't know nothing about them. And I think it's not so much of for people to accept it or not. If I get out there and try my best to give me a job and talk to them people like I'm supposed to talk to them and tell them I can't do that, you know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10 they have an open, I'll be able to get it. You know, just don't put me on nothing, no computer, trying to get back no money, or sending something to Jack or John across.
Yes, don't do that. Right. Say, hey, time out. We just talked about this when you hired me.
Yeah.
Leave me off the register. I don't care how lazy we get, or you gonna go broke. Right? They gonna go broke. You go like, hey, that's the shit. So look,
man, I think that, you know, I sit back and laugh and talk, man, and stuff, and keep my old car wash, and people swear, I got this and I got that. I got Jesus. I got Jesus, and you can't take him away. You know, that was still in me, born in me, and it ain't gonna go away.
Yes, sir.
And I go to him when I get ready for something other, or something that I can't get from the people on the planet. I go to the Lord.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And ask him for it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then do that hard work that.
That's right.
Keep doing that hard work you do.
Yeah.
And it should pop.
Yeah, it do. It does.
Yes, sir.
It does. It does. You know, but now I feel this way about that asking, begging the Lord for something too. He already got a fix for me. I'm just begging to get it, not thinking I'm gonna get it. I ain't never had it.
Oh, you want it now?
Yeah. It don't work like that. You know. But I'm just saying, man, that some people would go crazy. Hey, get one of them dudes, one of them big politicians, and let him live like me. Let him just live like me for a month. He probably blow his brains out the back of his head.
Couldn't take it.
Couldn't take it. Couldn't take it, man.
What do we say? Ow.
Just bam.
Ow.
Yeah.
I can't take it.
That's
oh my
right.
God, the water's not hot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I gotta sit outside.
Oh my goodness. Out here?
No caviar.
No. None of that. Damn, these bugs out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Man,
So,
I'm telling you.
You said something pretty cool that, you had something? You about to finish the sentence?
Yeah, no.
You said something pretty cool that, you know, a lot of these places just need one smart person in there. Or not need some, that's probably how it is. That some of these companies or restaurants or whatever, they say, hey, I need one smart person in charge and maybe a couple person around them. Everything else we beat the employees to get it done.
Yeah.
And we don't have to be nice.
Right.
Because they're here because they need us.
Right.
So since I know they need us, I don't have to treat them like I'm grateful that they're here.
Yeah.
So I can say anything to them I want, treat them any kind of way, because I can find another you.
Yeah. That's right.
I can find another you, Tammy.
Yeah.
Fred. Why? Because the education center that's how it's producing this.
That's right.
Where the notion you don't have to know how to read.
While those people are stealing the money.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? Hey, I'm telling you.
Wow, you hit a home run.
And then
because there ain't nobody count. Not right.
Right.
They don't know the business math and the profit and loss statements.
Yeah.
So that one person or two people in charge, they skimming off the top.
Yeah. Look at them people be done when they do catch up with them, all them thousands they be done got.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
And then it's white collar crime.
Yeah.
They'll scam 1,000 people.
I know high politicians and stuff like that, man. The law can wait. Some of them don't wait on the law.
Mm-hmm.
The law, you can wait. I'll deal with you later. You know, right now I'm doing this I am. You know, hey man, that's something, man.
Turn yourself in.
Yeah.
When you get a chance. Don't hurry though.
Can't do it right now. I can't do it right now. I do it when I get through cheating on what I'm doing. I can come up and maybe if you act right, somewhere far away, I can help you too.
Wow. Then they say don't put you in jail.
That's right.
Because you're legitimate. You can help me later.
That's right.
And we keep victimizing the people who got no child left behind.
That's right.
And I say no child left behind is because the deterioration of the education system. That's one. And it's not the teachers now. Please don't. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the system itself has transitioned into let's get the students through. That's one.
Yeah.
But for two is it's no real. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they talked about how it's a school, an elementary school, in the middle of an affluent neighborhood, like $1 million homes, and it's the poorest elementary school in the area, if not the state.
Right.
But now, hold on now. So what they're doing, they're volunteering their time to make snacks to take to the school.
Yeah.
Just so the kids can eat.
Exactly.
But the school is not even giving, making sure they at least get breakfast or a decent lunch.
All that money they get.
But they surrounded by millions of people, $1 million homes.
Yeah.
I can't make this up.
Education lottery, man. And they stand on the corner and ask radio station to support the school system about books and pencils and crayons and stuff like that. And I think they passed a law the other day. Everybody the people that's so poor that they can't buy their lunch, they can have free lunch now. I heard that.
What you gotta be making like $10 a year to get free lunch? Because they got a limit and you can only make so much.
Yeah, so
it should just be across the board. Every child eats. Every child don't even have to.
All this money sitting. Supposed to be now.
From the lottery. I know that's one. Yeah. And kids can't eat.
People going home and going to school.
I've been in school hungry before, and that's not cool. I've been I know people been in college. They've been in school. I'm saying school overall, right? But on that note, please like and subscribe, and please share this video because there's tons more to come. And I know you already see what's on the channel. But man, it doesn't feel good when you can't focus hungry.
No,
in class.
You can't.
You can't focus hungry doing anything, but definitely school is when you're learning.
That's right. That's right. Especially school children need that food, man. That nourishment food, the vitamins and things they need that. You need good people to stand up and lead the world, man. Hey, it's really something, man. But ain't nothing I can do about it, but I know about it. You can get that.
Because Brad might be disturbing the class because he's hungry.
Right.
And the only way he can distract himself from the hunger is harass other kids.
Mm-hmm. But they quit laying on the kids about education lottery, man, and for the school system and stuff like that. What about them scholarships and things? There's a whole lot of, man. Go on and get them kids in college, man. And let it be known on the news and stuff what you doing with the education and lottery money, man, and for the kids in school.
So I wondered, Dad, I don't know, I gotta do my research. Anybody can do their research, right? And just help us out. I'm just thinking out loud. So if a state has a lottery and they say most of it is for education, they should be able to take care of a 2-year degree within the state. And I say, so a 2-year at the community college, you go in there and get an associate's or a trade, a vocation.
Yeah.
The lottery should be able to take care of that or definitely pay a lot of it.
Right.
I don't know. That makes sense to me.
Yes, it does, man. But hey, they ain't doing that, man. These people buying big old homes and stuff with that money. Stealing that money, man, and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why they tell you to play responsible.
Play responsibly because you know the money ain't going where it's going.
That's
so
right.
don't fool yourself.
Exactly. That's right.
Damn, you
and then all this stuff that look at the money that people giving, trying to get it, trying to hit it.
Yeah. I played the lottery. Hey, I've given $2, $4, $8, $10, $12, $20. Yeah, definitely. Hey, because who knows, right?
That's right. But check it out. I guarantee you, it's just that they let people hit that stuff every now and then.
Cause it gets up to big.
What you after, when you pull that son of a gun, you after the money. You after that big time.
Yeah.
That big money. Hey, and it ain't in there about one. And the rest of them, 10, 25, like that, 15, you messing with it. And you getting that, some people can't control it. They like,
yes, sir.
Oh man, I hit 15 on that, let me go back and do it again.
That's that responsibility thing too.
Go back.
Addiction.
Yeah.
An addiction.
Next thing you know, you broke.
Yes, sir.
You ain't got nothing. But check it out now. You didn't got broke having the school out, okay? You didn't got broke having the school out.
But the school ain't being helped.
Ain't being helped. So, it should be that I can go somewhere and give me a couple of dollars back because I don't spend my money with
get
you
a refund.
Yeah.
But hey, I played $2,000 worth and I hadn't hit anything, and y'all give me 40% back.
Yeah.
So I can play it again.
Right.
I can rotate it, right?
Ain't no way.
So you said something that brought a thought. So if the lottery is up to
950
million, 950 million. That's a lot of money that the education system should get.
Yeah. Ain't nobody hit it.
That's a lot of money that the education system should get.
Why would you hit the lottery? They let you hit the lottery. You hit the lottery. We're gonna put it down here in Wisdom today, and Peak Mound. And keep moving it around. What we gonna think about putting it?
You talking about the stores and the places that's gonna get it so people can go, have access to it, right?
Go pull it, go buy them or scratch off, And there's a lot of poor people trying to get that. You just only taking it. You taking money from the poor folks, really. With that lottery, man, and letting them hit it every now and then, he ain't gonna divide it with nobody. So you still doing the same thing, trying to hit that lottery, to feed your family or something, to have something decent, man. But just like I said, it don't bother me, and you can't get next to me because I have who I have and I got what I have. You understand? And I'm fine. Hey. Y'all should not want.
So,
who don't?
So if I'm thinking out loud, so let's say the lottery is 4 times a year it gets up to 900 million, right? Because by Christmas time it's gonna be up there again. That's how it rotates. About 3 times a year, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 4, it gets up to like 900. So now, if a slice off of that is for education, automatic, because that number that you see is for the winner.
Yeah.
So think of what the other part is. Where is that going?
Yeah.
So if you have 100, say you have 50 million or 100 million folks, 1/3 of the population play the $2, right?
Yeah.
So you looking at 200 million a pop per pick, and they do it 2 or 3 times, about 5 times a week between those two, not including the ones for the state, not including the scratch offs. So you looking probably every few months it's up to $1 billion.
Yeah.
Behind, I ain't talking about the front number that the winner gets.
Right.
I'm talking about behind.
That's right.
It's over $1 billion.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Every few months or a couple months.
Yeah.
So think about it, every couple months is over $1 billion.
Maybe every month.
Yes, sir. So think about it. So where is it really going?
It's going to buy other land from people out in the country, swamp land, have a put houses back there and stuff, jets and stuff like that right there. And you know what? And give it to other people and other lands and stuff. And the people starving to death right here in the United States. You know what I mean? And they say It's arguing, well, you got to go down, you got to do this, you got to do that. You've been in prison. I saved your son from getting killed. I saved your daughter from getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, well, I'm sorry, but we can't help you. And then the people that over them kind of little system and stuff, they'll tell you, yeah, and won't never call you.
Yeah, we break the law all the time, but they don't track our law,
right.
They track yours.
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't a man just like me. If I cut you, you're gonna bleed red. You know. So why should he be so important? And you have to sit back out like a little puppy or something other and can't get nothing done.
Because they got money and friends.
The friends getting the money and he got the money. So he giving it to other friends and getting out of what he want to get out of it. But I ain't saying that. Keep your money, man. If you stealing it, that's on you. You understand what I'm saying? Break my will let somebody ever get a chance every now and then. You know what I mean?
Even a couple of stolen books off the, donations.
Yeah, man.
Give some donation to the community.
Yeah, come on and help me fix up my roof and my stuff.
Yeah.
My foundation and thing, man. You know, I'm a poor black man. I ain't got jack. Never did nothing but pick cotton all my life, man. Fly damn mules and stuff. You know, to turn out like this, you know, me walking behind a big old animal falling in my face, and I ain't never got nothing from it but just a cent. Shit. Man, come
Stinky
on.
cent.
You need to look out for these people. Them people that did that, man, they really need a good lookout for them. You know.
And then, like I said before, there's no number of reparation that can be put on that. It's not a proper number because it's uncountable. It's unadjustable to inflate. It's like unknown. You can't give enough.
That's right. That's right, man.
Because like you just said, your life labor was not only unappreciated because the government now or people now say, okay, well, I can't even tell you how much you made. I can't even tell you how much you've made other people.
Right.
I can't even tell you your value of all your hard labor. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you nothing.
That's right.
I'm going to say I can't help you.
They ain't going to give nothing. The lady told me, said, I'm sorry, sir. You can't get but this little bit of money right here for retirement. I'm looking everywhere to try to find a job. People that lied to me. Well, all right. So, you know, I went back on my roots. Just like picking cotton again. You know, or go to school, you ain't got shit now. But I'm going back. I'm gonna most definitely try to get my GED, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, so I can go. Then I know how to, coming back to what we were talking about, then I know how to run that computer. You know what I mean? You know, but man, just picking cotton all your life and ain't never went to school. If you ain't a tight person, boy, you lose track of time like that. You know, because you don't know nothing if you don't go learn something.
Yes, sir.
You know, you got to go and learn something. You ain't going to school, you got to get deep into something else to learn it. What the other man doing, you got to learn it. You know.
So, like we talked about, like folks in power and the promises they give and not deliver. And I'm going to add to that, the past labor of people that contributed to this country is not even appreciated. It's kind of like swept under the rug, right?
Right.
Hey, but let's not have that conversation. Why? Because I can't even imagine what I've done to help you be in your situation. Right? So me, by benefiting and growing over these decades and 100 years, 200 years, I can't even imagine what it took you to help me get what I get.
Yeah.
And then I can't even imagine what I owe.
Right.
So I'm going to just not appreciate it and just don't talk about it. And let the wheel keep on rolling.
Yeah.
So guess how I need to let the wheel keep on rolling? I need to keep people at an educational level where they can't get over the fence.
Yeah.
No matter the color.
Right, yeah.
If you're not already linked in, you're going to be part of the no child left behind system and just be looking over the fence all the time, peering over.
Right.
Because you don't know how to take that step over.
That's right. You know, like, I had 2 old buddies one time, 2 white men. And I lost track of time with them. And, they were going to try to help me to get something. But when I come to find out they were doing some wrong stuff, and they got, you know what happened to them, they got locked up and stuff, whatever they were doing.
Yeah, so you glad you didn't get, they fall up.
So I said that, I'm glad I didn't get yeah. But it just is what it is, man. Life been what it is, and I guess it meant for some people and it ain't for others, you know. So I guess it's one of the ones that I'm one of the ones that it ain't meant for. And I ain't gonna let it get me down.
There you go, 100%.
You know.
Keep on moving, right?
Yeah.
So Dad, that being said, so let's say this, just anybody can take it how they want. Understand that. So let's think about society now.
Yeah.
How it's changed from when you were, you know, a little snide nose, and how it is now with me being a snide nose and being an older snotty nose. For me, it looks like the teamwork of the communities, be it small or national, is just not there like it used to be. Where you knew that you had certain avenues that you can go down if you choose to. Now it seems like you got to do that hard research to find the avenue, and then the avenue might not be as supportive as it used to have been. Well, you're still on your own.
Yeah, I see.
See, so now, let's say back in the day, right? I can remember that if you were trying to do something, or you was linked in with some folks trying to do something, everybody supported each other. Hey, when you tilted, they lifted you up. When they tilted, you lifted them up.
Yeah.
But now it seems like you either jump on this train and can stand up straight by yourself, or you probably gonna get kicked off.
Yeah.
Because you slow the train down.
Right.
I ain't got time to teach you.
That's right.
I ain't got time to put the time in you. You need to have it.
You need to have it, my brother.
But the education center, well, the education system is not giving it.
They ain't giving it up.
Because you don't have to know how to read to be in 12th grade.
That's right.
You just need to know how to pass the test.
That's right.
You know, and I would say one of the things, man, is that teachers are underpaid to me.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a lot of public servants are underpaid. But boy, the teachers, man, they should be living good.
I think they got the police got a raise. They got a decent raise, I think.
And that's here in South Carolina?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But, you know, and then with the police, I ain't got nothing against the police because they're human beings just like we are.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm sure if they hadn't stopped them ass when they were giving them kids, that it would be so many people dying. Right? But police are individuals. You're still an individual. You're a human being. You got a gun strapped on your side and you got a siren on top of your car. You're the police. But trust you me, that this other guy riding right along with the police, they got guns in their cars too. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
So you think that, so let's talk about that piece a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So I think, and it is one of the things about the military is that you use force on force. So everybody's getting more force to balance each other out. And then at the top is just fear.
Yeah.
Everybody's scared of everybody because everybody got so much force. So like you said, like now it might have been to where you were the police and you had the guns and I just had a stick. Yeah. But now I got a gun and you got a gun.
Right.
But so now you need to get a better gun.
Yeah. I ain't taking no more stuff off of you.
You see me? It just keep going up. Yeah. And I, you know, like I said, I agree with raises of public service. I do. Yeah. But I also agree with, man, which public servants are going to take us into the future?
Yeah.
And teachers to me, man, teachers are the keepers of the gate for this society. Right? But then the teachers ain't even getting paid enough, so they hungry like the students.
Yeah, they don't care whether you learn or not.
Because they hungry too.
That's right.
They trying to pay their bills. They trying to, get the curriculum right. They trying to get it to make sure it's presentable. But when they struggling when they close the doors.
Yeah.
Because they barely getting.
Yeah, man.
Right? And I ain't talking about just barely getting the pay. I'm talking about the resources to teach the children.
Yeah.
And then the system supporting the resources to teach the children.
Right. And as women should be in the picture. You know.
I remember getting the peddling.
Hey. As women need to be in the thing. Because if you get him when he little, I promise you, he ain't going to give you no problem when he get outside. He ain't going over there and break him and losing their house. You know, he ain't going down over here and do something running out when the police come. You out and shoot the police. It don't work like that when you span that rod. You know.
Talk up a little bit there. So let's say that. Let's say, I think they call that capital punishment or something when you get peddling and stuff.
To my what you did?
Oh no, I was talking about in school. You talking about at home. You talking about home? Yeah, okay.
I'm talking about at home too.
Okay, it's home and school.
Yeah.
Right.
If we need a pallet, if we need to get a pallet, you got to hold his hand out there to get it hit. Well, then he need to hold his hand out there and get it hit if we ain't doing the right thing.
Okay. Okay. So let's say that. Now, let's say, capital punishment at home and school. You don't look like your parents capital punish you. But let's say butt whoopings and hand whoopings at home and school, whatever is agreed upon in the community, right? Now, I think because people got so individualized over since like we got out of school in the 80s and 90s, that people start putting their own views on how they was going to enforce capital punishment on your child based on what they was conditioned to believe that your type child needed.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
I'm not saying the human child.
Yeah.
I'm saying the black child, the white child, the Asian child, right? So the person enforcing it got the opportunity to put their own biases on who gets the punishment.
Yeah.
And the type of punishment they get. So let's say me, right? Just say me. Hey, well, you know what? I'm expelling you from school for taking those 2 rulers home. I don't care why you did it.
Okay.
To help your brothers and sisters learn how to measure.
Right.
Right? No. But then somebody else, just bring them back.
Yeah.
No, just keep them. You're doing it for what?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're taking supplies to go home to teach your brothers. Let's get you on TV.
That's right.
You see what I mean? So I think the society the reason a lot of people don't want to let they get paddled at school or whatever is because society has turned into these individuals putting their own thing on there.
Yeah, but it's like this to me. Okay, like you say, maybe not the teacher then, but you should have shown up, be forward to that in your home, man.
At home, yes sir.
Yeah.
But no. We ain't gonna do that. We're gonna stay on the school for a second. Okay. Why do I say that? Parents should go to PTO meetings.
Yeah.
Parents should get to know their teachers, their child's teachers.
Right. Yeah.
Parents should get to know how, and not just parents, guardians, whoever it is, get to know how the school system work at their school, and not dump kids off at the bus.
Right.
Or at school and say, I'll see you later. But now, let me support the parents too. A lot of them working multiple jobs. So they are trusting the system to do the right thing.
Right.
But the system is not
trustworthy.
Yeah. There you go. As it should be.
Right. Like back in the day.
Yeah, not as trustworthy as it should be, because that teacher used to communicate with my mom. I remember that. Oh my God, the teacher called me.
Yeah.
I already know what it's about. Man, I tried to turn that F on my report card into a B. And it didn't work. Like, son, this is an F, okay?
All right.
You know what I mean? Like, this ain't a B.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have a B in all these other things, these comments.
That's right, man.
They don't support a B.
That's right.
Like, doesn't pay attention to class. B.
That's right.
Not completing work. B. Like, whoa, hold up now.
But I said, I'm going to close out with this. I'm
Yes, sir.
Thursday, but I'll say this. If you got a child in your home, it ain't going to hurt to spank him. You know, you ain't gonna kill him by spanking him. You're gonna get his attention. So now if I wasn't doing this, my dad or my mom wouldn't be doing that. So okay, you know, you're gonna grow up to be a better kid and not what these people want every kid, white and black kids, to be little thug. If you ain't whooping them, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, they grew up to be little thug. When they get 13 or 14, you put your hand on them, he's going somewhere and get a gun from one of his buddies somewhere, which they have them, you know, and he's going to come back and he's going to shoot you, whether you're in school, church, or wherever, you know. So I say that he should be taught a lesson in the house when they do something wrong, when they kick knock a spoon off the table or something, or turn over some trash and you had to pick it up or whatever, and he won't do it, hey, you get an ass cut. I ain't talking about beating him and getting him up. Hey, just slapping across his hand or something else. That even scarier than you taking and whooping him with a switch or belt or something. Slap him on the back of them hand in the palm and make him hold them things out there. Get about two or three of them little licks in on him. You know?
So that being, so it should be discipline according to the level of what the disobedience.
Right. You know what?
Right.
When I was coming, when I was coming, it was like this. You were taught to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, no, sir. You know, you were taught that. You know, if we had to say it when we were coming up, hey, we would have our head knocked off. You know, but you ain't got to do it like that. If you saying it, your son or your daughter gonna say it.
Yes, sir.
If you say it, your son or your
environment.
That's
right. They match the environment.
Right. That's right. You know. Yeah. And the reason, just like I say, now they can't whoop them. So here you at 15, now you're getting a little nuts wet. You know, when you say something to him and go up to him a little bit because he's doing wrong, he's going to put that gun on you just like he will anybody else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what me and Dad was talking about on this episode was kind of like the people in charge of the people, the government, local authorities, local leaders, and the promises they make to help this society be better. And a lot of those promises, most of them are not delivered.
That's
because
right.
we don't see them in our communities.
That's right.
But we might see them in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So, Dave, you got any last parting?
Yeah, good talking with you guys again. And remember, the devil travels in the dark. Yeah, think about that now. You know what I mean? You ain't coming out in the light, you travel in the dark.
Yes, sir. Okay, only thing I have, like and subscribe. You know the deal. We love you to death, and we look to having another episode real soon. And y'all take it easy.
Take it easy.